Hi, I'm Dungeons and Dragons dude. I've wanted to take a stab at doing YouTube for a while, so here's my attempt at doing a YouTube channel. This is the first video, so if you're seeing this, you're probably not subscribed, so maybe hit that subscribe button. Today, I'm going to be telling some stories from a recent campaign I did, which had 2 new players. It was their first time playing. I'm normally a DM, but this time I was able to play. Let's get into the video. The campaign started with our characters waking up in a bar. The bar was basically an empty, besides the bartender and some sketchy looking people in the back corner. One of the new players decided to get up, go and insult the sketchy looking people in the back, and punch them in the face. We immediately rolled for initiative. When you're playing D&D, might not be the best idea to go and insult and then beat up the sketchy looking people in the back corner. Even though you probably have to talk to them to get the campaign moving, might not be the best idea. So my character and one of the new players still sitting at the bar while the fight started. We all rolled initiative. I think I rolled a 2 for initiative, so obviously I was going last. A bit of fighting happened before it was my turn. One of the new players rolled a 1 on their first attack and just swung and just completely missed and was now on the floor. My character is a little chaotic, but then also pretty good. Does the right things eventually, but then also is a criminal. So I started off my turn by robbing the bartender. Another round of combat happened, and then it came to my turn. Me, being the smart player I am, decided, oh, let's set the building on fire. One of these spells I had was Firebolt. I decided to take one of the bottles of alcohol, throw it at one of the enemies, and shoot it with Firebolt in midair. I rolled a 20. It exploded right in one of the faces of the villains, but the blast radius, I didn't think about that too much. It hit basically everyone, including myself. And I only had, I think, 8 hit points. So I was rolling death saves. Luckily, I was able to stabilize myself. So once we finally got out of the bar, it was burning. Probably wasn't the smartest decision on my part. We saw the message board. It had a couple of missions. We decided to follow the quest of investigating the spooky sounds at the scary house. So we went in the first floor, the door was knocked off its hinges. It was all rotted and old. And we went up the stairs. So we came into this long, narrow hallway. There were some skeletons lying in the hallway, but they weren't animated yet. Me, being this kind of experienced D&D player, was like, oh, this is most definitely a trap. So I have a bag of sand. I opened it up, took some sand, threw it. It revealed a tripwire. Now, one of the newer players was like, oh, a tripwire, that sounds like fun, and immediately tripped it. So then the skeletons animated. I nearly died. Luckily, I had shield and rolled a 20. We entered the next room and there was a riddle we solved. We somehow figured it out, even though I don't know how we figured out the riddle. The door opened and there was a man tied to a chair, kind of, I think, unconscious. So me, being the experienced D&D player, I was like, okay, if someone's tied to a chair, they're either a villain or an ally. That's basically everyone in D&D. But I was like, hey, maybe we take a step back, not go and immediately untie it. One of the new players just walks up, unties them. The person stands up and they're a giant. We didn't realize this because no one decided to roll an investigation check. I was like, okay, maybe we negotiate. Maybe we talk before we go to violence. No, newer players, violence first. Immediately goes and shoots an arrow at this guy. Hits him. Roll for initiative. So that happened. So then we went through the next door. There was a bunch of people reading books. I, being the smart one of the group, decided to roll an investigation check to see what they were reading. All the books were on traveling through different planes. So I tried talking to them. This time they all turned on us. So that was another fight. We managed to kill them. That worked. Okay, because we are somehow okay at battling. One of the other players, he got completely downed. Luckily, didn't fail his death saves, which was great. So then in the back of that room, there was a staircase. I decided, okay, I'm going to go first and walk up the staircase because you know what? Why not? I walked up the staircase. It was a magical staircase, teleported me back to where I was. We did some investigation work, got to the top, and then we were in a room and the door closed behind us and disappeared. Basically, a demon person came and transported us to hell. That's where the campaign left off. I will keep you updated on the future of this campaign and what else happens. Thank you so much for watching. I really want to do more fun stories like this and stuff, and just other D&D content on YouTube. So hit that like button. The YouTube algorithm loves it. Consider just subscribing so that you don't miss the next time. You can follow me on Instagram at Dungeons and Dragons Dude with underscores in between the words. Twitter and TikTok are Dungeons and Dragons Dude, all one word. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.